Okay, let's do a quick extension of the alkenes, just for a second. We're going to call this dienes and trienes. This will be kind of short, hopefully. Now, dienes have 2 double bonds. Trienes have 3 double bonds. Whoops. And yes, you could have dienes and trienes. You have a mixture. We're just going to do this. In fact, someone suggested for our Chem 2 shirt, it should be, I'm trying to do Chem 2 and I'm dying or something like that.
Boom.
And I thought, nah, we'll just. So, let me show you how to name it. Now, there's a word that's stuck in my mind, and some of you probably have a word stuck in your mind. Sometimes you can remember this one word and it helps as being a pattern for other words. Sometimes it's a bad word, and that's not a good pattern. But the word in my mind is this: 1,3-butadiene. Because I can remember this, I know how to name dienes and trienes. It makes it real easy. So put this word in your brain and just leave it there. 1,3-butadiene. Now,
How's it now?
how's it what? What?
No.
No, she said that some people have bad or something.
Oh, yeah. Like the word that you're thinking might not be the word I'm
Like what
thinking.
you?
Butadiene. Now let's dissect it and figure out what does this look like. Diene means it's got 2 double bonds. That's easy. How many carbons do you think it has? 4, because it's got a butt. 1, 2, 3, 4. The double bonds are the first and third double bond. You can add the H's around it.
So wouldn't that be 2 and 4?
You're counting the bonds between the carbons. When you draw the H's on there, then you might think it's 2 and 4, but you're counting the bonds between the carbons. This only has 3 bonds. So it's first and third butadiene. What if I ask you to draw, well, let's name this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe this. What would the numbers be?
1, 2, 4.
Church.
Have to make sure.
6.
Hexatrines.
Yeah. There you go. Now you got it. Now, if there were side groups, you just put them on the front. But these guys always have the lowest numbers. I don't start from this side. If I had it, would be 2, 4, 5. So I go 1, 2, 4. And if you got 3 of them, it's a triene. If you got 2 of them, it's a diene. I got tetraene. There is another word that's a rocket fuel. It's called, I'll just show you this. I don't know how to draw it. But it's kind of a connection to the real world. HTPB, it's called hydroxyl terminated polybutadiene. Now I can say that because I just remember it. But it's a rocket fuel and it ends in butadiene, so you know it's got 2 double bonds. So they actually use these things for stuff. HTPB is a really common rocket fuel. Now you know how to name the dienes. We're going to go ahead and do the cyclones just to throw them out, get them open. You won't see a lot of these, but you'll see some.
So you name the cyclone?
Yeah, we're going to do the cyclones right quick. You will not have any cyclic triple bonds. So we'll just call this cycloalkenes. You're going to think this is easier, I think, than what we did with the cycloalkanes. Okay, cycloalkenes. The only rule is 1, 2 must be double bond. So here's what you want. You could probably get this within 1 minute. No, wait a minute. Just do. Actually, this one's probably too easy. But, okay, we'll do this. That'll make it. Alright, so you're looking at this. This is the double bond. That little line drawn inside. The end of this is cyclobutene, so I know that the end of it's going to be that. If you mess up and put cyclobutane, just hope that I don't notice because it's wrong. So cyclobutene is that. If it was a triple bond, they would do this, but we're not going to do this. Now, the problem is, where do I name? Or where do I start numbering? Well, the rules are that this has to be 1, 2, always. So it's either going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or it's going to go in the other direction and be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like there's only 2 possible answers. You know how on the cycloalkanes you got to figure out which corner, and it could be this one or that one, and you got to do it maybe 6 different ways. Only 2 possible answers. Either it's 1, 2 or 1, 2. So my answer is going to be, I don't know which one, so I'm just going to vote. 1, 2, 3, 3, tetrachlorocyclobutene, or 1, 2, 4, 4. Blah, blah, blah. Which one's right? First one or second one? First one, because it's got the lowest numbers. That's all there is. I'll do one more just to make it fun. The one that most people miss, because it just doesn't seem right. A triangle with a line, and then you put, say, a BR and a BR. Okay, I know it's going to be dibromocyclopropene of some kind, but where do I start? This has to be 1 and 2. It's either going to be 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. So the name of this guy, it doesn't look right, but it's going to be 1, 3, dibromocyclopropene, or 2, 3. Which one's right? First one. So 1 and 2 are always along double bond. It doesn't matter how many groups you got hanging off at any corner. 1 and 2 are the double bond. Pick the direction that gives you the lowest numbers. Now you're thinking, can I have a cyclodiene? Yeah. I'll give you one. Okay, here's one that's got 2 double bonds. All you do is pick a side to start with. Like you're numbering the bonds. I'm not putting side groups on here right now. You're going to call this 1, 3, cyclohexadiene. I've thrown everything at you that I could. So now we just got to practice a little bit. Let's see again. Any questions on this?
I don't understand the 1, 3, 4.
Okay. When you are doing a diene, if there's no side groups, kind of even like this, say I had that, you number the bonds. 2 and 3, this would be 2, 3, whatever that is. On a cyclic, when you're numbering the bonds, you're actually numbering the sides. It's the same thing as this, only you're numbering the sides instead of the corners. I already numbered the corners in my mind because I know it's a hex, or a hexa. But you have to assign a number to the sides if you're doing a diene. Probably need to practice some of this and get the foundation done, and then I'll throw some harder ones at you if you want them. I'm sure you do. So, you can go ahead and, where are we at? Done?
8:30.
Okay, let's quit then. I'm going to let you practice some of this because